We noticed your career high in rebounds was 6, and tonight I believe it was 12. I'm not sure if it got to 13, but you at least doubled your career high in rebounds. I know that's been a focus. It was an issue earlier in the season and has really started to turn around with this squad. Has that been a focus for you to increase the rebounding?
Yes, definitely. I felt like I've been slacking in that area, and I feel like my team really needs that. So I know I had to step up and grab some boards so we could help get the win.
Deja, with the contributions you were able to make offensively, how much does that help the team when you can do that and have another scorer contributing?
I feel like it kind of takes the pressure off like our other leading scorers, that they know that they can rely on someone else to put the ball in the basket. And just the way my teammates look up to me, it also just brings energy to the court and to the bench.
And for both players, how much do these local rivalries, how much do they help you prepare for conference play?
I think it's very high energy. I think it really brings out our competitiveness. It even starts in practice. And the way we've been playing in practice and getting better each and every day.
Yeah, it just keeps our competition level up, our energy up, and then it just keeps leading over to the next game, which is our conference games.
You feel ready now for the Atlantic 10 part of the schedule?
Yes.
Thank you.
Deja, you often play opposite of Cade Hill, right? Both being point guards. Can you talk a little bit about being the 2 guard and how you two can play so well together?
It's good because sometimes, like in transition, either one of us can get the ball and push the ball up the court. Not one of us has to like go back. And I feel like me being able to like hit the shots and score the ball as well and play defense, it also like could take a little bit of pressure off of Kate, like knowing she has like another outlet with me.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Congrats, ladies.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, folks.
Yeah,
you guys can go. We'll open
you can stay and listen
Coach.
too. Without a Big 5 schedule this year, we were really looking forward to getting this game in, and Amy was, just as eager. So it was nice to, when this game got canceled early on, we just picked the middle of the week. It's not great for our conference schedule. It's not great for their conference schedule, but these games mean a lot to the kids. And I'm not going to lie, it meant a little extra to us after the beating we took last year. And we're really pleased that we were able to go out there and get a win, and to do it without Kayla Spruill still. To win 2 in a row now without her is big for our team. Deja's threes were huge. To go 4 for 5 from 3, and I think she passed up one early, and her coach was on her butt about it, and she didn't hesitate after that, and that was huge. And then, as you guys commented, Haley Hill was a jumping jack out there. Did you see her tip another ball in?
I made the comment. I feel like it's been 2 games in a row now, right?
2 games in a row. And I've been watching women's basketball my whole life. I've never seen a player tip a ball in. I've seen them catch and shoot it in the air. I've never seen a women's basketball player tip it in. And now I've seen it twice in 2 games. So that was amazing. And it gave such great energy to our team. Like the bench was all over it and they were fired up. And, Drexel's tough. They're well coached, and being able to close out that game was a big step for this infant team.
Coach, when you win a game like this, hang on, win the game, hold them off. Does that do a lot for the team confidence-wise, or is it do more for the team learning-wise?
It's really both. I got to tell you, somebody said along the way, like, you can win, you can learn from losses. No, we learn from wins. Losses just hurt, but we can go back and look at all the mistakes we made at the end of this game and not look at it from like a woe is me standpoint. Look at it like, okay, man, we can be even better. And so, yeah, we're going to look at, taking a shot under 30 seconds and not being strong with the ball. There's a whole lot of things at the end of that game that we can learn from, but it's going to be a lot more fun sitting there after a win, learning from it than after a loss. I don't know what happened at the free throw line again. Now I'm a little worried. It's 2 out of 3 games. We shoot 46% tonight. So we're going to have to figure out why they've gotten the yips a little bit, but huge offensive rebound was probably the deciding factor in the game. Drexel couldn't play for a 2. They had to get a 3 because of Claire getting the putback and the offensive rebound and the free throws.
And how much
If
was
I'm
the
not-
confidence level that you're going into conference play with 2 wins?
I would just say a lot better than if we were going in with 3 losses in a row. So, you know, the team isn't really focused on who's next as much as us. We're focused on us getting better. And I think they saw a lot of things come better tonight. And, you know, you've seen some spurts from the freshmen this year, but Drexel plays and moves so well that it was not a good game for them defensively. So we had to rely on our seniors and our upperclassmen, if you can say, all the sophomores, and they really stepped up and did a great job.
Can you talk a little bit about your defense, your rebounding effort? If I'm not mistaken, you ended up even on the glass, which is a huge step for this program, you know, in this season so far. Can you just talk a little bit about the rebounding part?
Yeah. Now, I think Drexel's schedule, they've played some teams that haven't rebounded that great because their rebounding numbers weren't bad, but they're the only team we've played that's smaller than us. So I don't want to have a party over the rebounding, but I will maintain that ever since that second half of Howard, I've been happy every night with our rebounding effort, and it continues. Like, I think we're battling. We did have a spurt in the first half where I think we were a little spent and a couple kids were watching, but for most of the game, for like 4 games now, I've been really pleased with the way our kids have competed on the glass, even if we haven't won it. We did comment that we got the tie, and that we did comment that we pretty much won the game on a rebound. So that was pretty big.
Can you talk about Claire Jacobs a little bit, who's now, I mean, she's full of great games, but has now had back-to-back excellent games, and then especially in this one down the stretch, getting the offensive rebound, making the free throws, getting the defensive rebound at the end to ice things, and how she has really solidified herself as a great player.
Yeah, listen, there's no doubt about it. Claire's a great player, and that kid gets she's got so many areas she can still get better. And so she's getting like, for a kid who ends up with 17 points, a game-winning rebound, 5 rebounds, you know, I must have screamed at her more than anybody on the court because she did have 5 turnovers, and most of them were just trying to do too much when the whole team was getting it done. We didn't need to force as much, but that's all part of her growth. You guys watched last year. She scored the ball, didn't defend, didn't rebound, and when she didn't score, it really didn't help us. This year, every night, whether she scores or doesn't score, she defends and rebounds at a much different level. Now we're going to get her to be a better creator as well as a scorer. And the next step, I mean, the sky's the limit for her. She's got great size. She's got a great feel for the ball. She knows how to put it in the basket. Glad she's on our side.
In the first half, Washington had 14 points. I believe 12 or 14 points, and you severely limited her to just 2 or 4 points in the second half. Can you talk about the defensive adjustment you made with her?
Yeah, so if you go back to that first half, she made 2 jab step threes. I mean, that's a big time play, and she can drive it, so you got to respect her jab. She sold it and then buried it in our face. And then she made a 3 on a ball screen that we were just a little bit soft. So if you take those away, it's not such a big half. So I wasn't overly concerned about it. We just talked to our kids about, if she jabs, you get closer, okay? If she wants to go by you, first rule's ball pressure, second rule's early help. Trust your teammates to help you. So I think I have 2 instances where she tried to jab and Kate Hill just stayed still and Deja stayed still. And then another time she jabbed and got the shot off but missed because we didn't move. So I think the kids just had a little extra discipline. And no threes for her in the second half. That helped.